Hi students, welcome back to another lesson. In today's lesson, we'll be talking about percentage increase and decrease. So we've been doing a number of topics on percentages, and this video is supposed to wrap up everything that we've learned about percentages. Now, when we speak about percentage increase and decrease, we need to identify uh, what quantities or what tasks allows for percentage increase and decrease. Now, when we find a discount that results or that causes a percentage decrease. Taxes. Well, it depends on how you look on the taxes. If you're applying taxes to an item, it would increase the price, or if you're deducting taxes from an item, it will reduce the price. Or, for example, if you're deducting taxes from your pay, all right, so that would result in a percentage increase or decrease. Salary, sometimes applying commission, percentage increase. Profit, that's a percentage increase. Loss, that's a percentage decrease. So there are different elements or different tasks that result in a percentage increase or decrease. Now let's look into solving problems that result in a percentage increase or a percentage decrease. And we're going to do it hopefully in one simple step or in one go. All right, our first question. Increase 300 by 27%. Now, you were taught the long way of finding 27% of 300, and then that value would add it to 300. But in this video, we are going to go through how to do this in a simpler step. All right. And if you have not watched that video on finding percentages of quantities, I will link it above. So take a watch of that video. All right. All right, let's get right into solving this problem. So we're going to increase 300 by 27%. There are a few things that you need to know before you do this question. One, the starting value is always 100%. What do I mean? I am increasing 300. So that means that you have $300 starting with. So let's say you're going to go and invest your money. So you go to the bank, the money that you have in your hand that you're going to put in an account, that's your starting value. So you have the full 100, you have the full amount. So starting value is always 100%. That's what you have. That's the full amount. And since we're dealing with percentage, percent means out of 100. So that means full amount is 100 or 100%. Then now, we're going to add the percentage increase to the starting percentage. Meaning, since the question said that we are to increase 300 by 27%, we're going to add 27% to our starting percentage. All right. So the total percentage that we're working with is 127%. So we have $300, that's the full 100%, and then we're going to increase that $300 by a further 27%. So in all, you're going to have 127% of the amount that you start off with. Next, we're going to change the percentage to a decimal, and I did do a video on that, converting percentages to decimals. I will also link that above, so take a watch of that video if it is that you need a refresher. All right, so we're going to change 127% to a decimal. That will give us 1.27. And the final step is to multiply the decimal by the number you're finding the percentage of. What are we finding the percentage of again? $300. Awesome. So we're going to multiply 1.27 times 300, and that gives us $381. And that is how we increase 300 by 27%. We didn't set out our fractions and do any cancellation or anything like that. We went straight to the point. Now, because we're doing this for the first time, it might seem as if there are many steps, but the more examples we do, you will realize that you can just do this in one step. Let's do another example. This question says that we should decrease $550 by 16%. Now, the real phrase, the real word you need to look at here is decrease. So, always the starting value is 100%. So we started off with 100%, and then we're going to decrease that by 16%. When we decrease, we subtract. Awesome. So we're going to subtract 16 from the full 100%. So that's going to leave us with 84%. Here I should have put in the percentage sign, but you get the idea. Then, of course, we're going to follow the same steps as we did before in some moments ago. We're going to multiply. We're going to change the percentage to a decimal. And then we're going to multiply the decimal by the number you're finding the percentage of. The only difference between the percentage increase and decrease is the operation. With increase, you add the percentage to the starting 100. And for decrease, you subtract the percentage from the starting percent. All right? Now let's go and try some real examples. All right. This question says, a tablet is on sale for 25% off the price. What is the selling price of the tablet? Right here, this is a discount question. And do you remember at the beginning of the video that I said that discount results in a decrease in price? So right here, we know that we're going to be subtracting the percentage. So let us remember the steps. Remember, our starting value is always 100%, and we're going to subtract the percentage from the starting percent. So we started with 100%, and we subtract 25%, and that will leave us 75%. All right. And then we're going to change the percentage to a decimal. And then the decimal, we're going to multiply by the amount that we start off with. So the amount in this case is $120. That's what we need to find the percentage of, because that's the item on sale. So we say 0.75 times 120, and that gives us $90. So that means the discounted price of the tablet is $90. Isn't that amazing? That's one quick step. You don't have to worry about writing the percentage as a fraction or canceling. So let us try one last example for this lesson. Sarah's monthly salary in 2019 was $82,000. This year it was increased by 15%. How much will Sarah now make? We're going to follow the same procedure. The only difference is instead of subtracting the percentage from the starting percent, we're going to add because it said it was increased by 15%. So we start off with full 100 at all times and it was increased by 15%. So adding 15 to 100 gives us 115%. Then we're going to change our 115% to a decimal. So changing it to a decimal is 1.15. And now we're going to just multiply that decimal by the amount that we are increasing. So we're increasing $82,000. Awesome. So that will result in 94,300. So that means that the salary increase is $94,300. Let's do a quick recap. So a percentage can decrease the original amount. When we're working with percentages to decrease an amount, we always start with 100%. Then the percentage decrease that is given in the question, we subtract that from the starting percentage. Then we change the total percentage to a decimal and multiply the decimal by the amount. A percentage can result in the increase of an original amount. And to calculate percentages that result in increase, we again have our starting value of 100%, and we're going to add that percentage increase to the 100%. After which, we're going to change the total percentage to a decimal and multiply the decimal by the amount that you're finding the percentage of. We've come to the end of another lesson, students. Thanks so much for watching. Like this video, comment down below if this video helps so that I know how best I can adapt my videos to assist you. Remember to subscribe and take care.